So, why do you think women need men?
By design. God made man. He didn't make woman. He made man, and then he made woman from man.
You know what? This is not going to be a good one. I can tell right
no,
now. Nobody's
no,
scared of
but
you.
a lot of
I'm
women
not
think like
scared of
that. A
you.
lot of women think like
Not
that, X. I don't need to come home to mess. I don't need to be getting in arguments. I don't need no.
Welcome to another episode of Love Recycle 2 on 1, where we talk about dating and relationships for people over 50 who have been married, not been married, just going through life, and if we want to get back into relationships. I have Xavier, PhD, also Jay, and I am Lady C. And today's topic, we're going to talk about, again, we're talking about people over 50. So, women, when do we realize that we need a man? When do we realize that? Because one
It's
of
so
those,
sad.
we will realize it. So, we're going to have the man talk about what that means.
No, I think when women realize that they don't have that major piece in their life, it's too late. Um, they're at a point where that the good ones are gone, and the only thing that's left is what's left. And then that's when reality hits.
Well, what happens? Okay, you're over 50. What if we I think there's a difference between needing a man and wanting a man, right? I would
Yeah,
think.
it is a difference.
So why do you think women need men?
By design. God made man. He didn't make woman. He made man, and then he made woman from man. That's why. It's from the beginning.
But if we've already in our 20s and 30s, we've already had a man thinking that we need him, and that didn't work out, and now we divorced. Why you think in our mind we think we need another one?
Well, the thing is, why are you divorced? Why was the need there initially? And then, women file for divorce more than men.
Mm-hmm.
Then they realize that, oh, I don't need this man. I'll just have, divorce and move on. Looking for my quote unquote air quotes happiness.
Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Must we? I guess we must. Women realize they need a man when a real man steps up. Other than that, it's normally boys that the women are dealing with. And those are few and far between, the men. I've had at least a couple of good men in my life, but it was only that I realized that I was playing with boys prior to the real man showing up. So I dropped the mic.
X, you you're talking like most women out here. Um, quick to label a man, but when you're younger, yes, there's some maturity. You have to grow. A man has to grow, and he'll, with wisdom, like you're growing as a woman, as a female. So, but that woman got to realize that that man that you marry, you're a help meet to that man. So But he falls. Maybe you didn't do your part.
Okay, I'm confused.
So what I'm saying is you are a helpmate. This is
Mm-hmm.
you're there to, as a foundation or support for that man to be the best man he can be. If he doesn't make it there, some of that falls on you too. So don't be quick to put it on him. Where did you fall short? X.
No, no, I didn't fall. You know what? This is not going to be a good one. I can tell right
No,
now. Nobody's
no, but
scared of you.
a lot of
I'm
women
not
think like
scared of
that. A
you.
lot of women think like
Not
that,
this
X.
woman. Not this woman.
Right.
Not this woman.
Well,
Lady
you
C
just said it.
said, slow your roll. Lady C, what was the original question?
Uh,
Why do a woman need a man?
yeah. When do women over 50 realize that they need a man?
And my response was we realized that we need a man once we had enough of playing with the boys. That's when that true man will present himself. So now you're asking me what? I just want to
I'm
make sure.
saying, I'm saying, if you're
Once I meet
that,
that real man, I'm a helpmate. Is that what you're saying?
no. What I'm
That's
saying
what.
is,
Go ahead. Hmm.
well, first we went to divorce. Is that correct? And we were talking about divorce at a younger age, getting married, and then being divorced,
Hmm.
and then trying to get another man, in a
Hmm.
sense. But you got rid of the first one that you were growing with because you're young. Well, unless your cougars out there, but you were young. He was young. He's maturing, and you're maturing. So why don't you work together and be that helpmate to make him the man he needs to be?
I
Instead of
must.
changing them out like a light bulb. Oh, I don't like this one. The light went out. Oh, and I'm gonna just get another one.
I must be misunderstanding. So you're saying if we're married or after we're divorced, when do we realize you're saying we're still married?
Okay.
I'm trying to clarify. Let's clarify.
I said, I said, if a divorce comes into play, because
Okay.
usually somebody who's 50 and older has been married once, probably at least once.
Mm-hmm.
So why did that man? Why didn't you need that man? And you were saying because they were boys, right? So until
And
they
and
could find
most
a man.
and most of which they're still a boys. Now, if you're saying when I was married, was the man was married to, was he a boy or was he a man? That what we need to clarify.
I'm trying to
Because
clarify.
I didn't
What
I
what I'm
didn't
saying, you know,
the relationship didn't break up as far as mine is concerned because he was a boy. I'm only married a man.
right?
So
But we're talking in general for women out here that if you marry a young man, he's
mhm.
not going to know everything. He's finding his way just like a woman.
Okay.
You don't throw that man away. You grow together. That's what I'm trying to say.
So when I married him, he was a boy and he had to grow into his manhood. I'm just asking.
Well, you're just a girl. You're
Yeah.
not really the lady you are now,
Both of you all grew together.
Huh?
right?
Say again, Lady C.
I think he's saying both of you all are growing together.
Oh, now we can grow together.
Yeah.
Now all I'm
Why
saying is,
why throw him away then and then say and then call him a boy and then say you looking for a man?
okay, I was thinking prior to being married, that women are looking for. They were playing with boys, and they understand when their husbands present themselves, because then they'll know that that's the man they're supposed to be with. Now, when you get married, not that my ex-husband was a boy, because I knew the type of man I was looking for. So he was a man when I married him. But now you have some relationships where women do marry boys,
Mhm.
and they have to
Right out
grow
of
into,
prison.
and they say again,
Right out of prison. They do. I see a lot of women going to the jailhouse to find a man, find their mate, their
and,
husband.
and that may be rightly so. And I
Why?
don't not, and I can't answer, I can't speak to that.
Desperate. Desperate. When you That's why I'm saying you need a man. When you have to go to the jail, even if they're in there for life, and you will hitch your horse to that wagon, you definitely know there's a need. You definitely know you need a man. Or you wouldn't even go there. Why would you go someplace the man don't have a career, got probably a felon, all this stuff, and you got men out here who work every day, never been to jail.
I like to see the good in most bad situations. At
Oh, you
least
like to
that,
see a good out of a murderer
and
who's in prison
no, I'm
for
not
life.
saying,
Oh,
look,
okay.
I can't speak to all that. All I'm saying, the bright spot is she know where he is every night.
And you know what? You know what? I honestly believe that plays a lot into that decision.
It does.
That you don't have the your value has gone down so low
Mhm.
that if the man has to be incarcerated for you to feel comfortable.
It does.
And you're saying that's out of desperation.
Absolutely.
I have to agree with that.
Really?
I have to agree with that. I think that's out of desperation too. And then even if the man is incarcerated, you know where he is, but you don't know what he's doing while he's in
They don't care. They got a man.
there.
That's all. Hey, that's all. You hear that all the time. I got a man.
Got a man. And then even when he gets out, he has some place to stay because that's his goal. He needs some place to stay once he get out. Because he probably did whatever it is to his family. They don't want to be bothered. So now he's staying with this lady we've been talking to or whatever all of this time. And she probably thinks that she can fix him up to be who she wants, not realizing when he get what he wants, he gone. The dynamic doesn't change. He gets what he wants, and then he's out of there. And I think it is for being desperate. I do.
So my advice to women over 50: know how to treat a man. Get a good man, treat him right, and live the rest of your life in peace. And make sure he keeps his peace.
I think both of the a man and a woman both need to keep their peace. And again, I say this on every episode. You gotta have that communication. That's the only way you're gonna keep it. How else you gonna keep it?
Well, I have a lot of money put on books, or
What?
put money put money in the canteen and get them calls from the correctional center, and pay for those. But they don't mind. They don't mind.
No,
They'll ride, you know, to another state to go see him. And the man asked him to go down the street to get him a case of soda, and that'll be a problem. And he right there.
mm-mm.
You gotta look at, because you know what? You just don't appreciate what you have.
That's most people.
And there's a control issue there. There's a control issue there. You know that man's locked down. You got some control. He needs you. You want to be in that role where the man's supposed to be at.
And so most men don't try to control,
No, the most that's his job to lead.
to control.
That's,
Control and lead are
To
two
lead.
different things.
Well, I'm not talking about what I'm saying is women want to control that man because she wants to be the head of the house. And when somebody's in a situation like that, and you can call them boys all you want, when they're in a situation like that, that's the best position for a lot of these quote unquote alpha women who are single. Crickets? I hear crickets.
What are you trying to say, Jay?
I'm just trying to help women over 50 realize, look, we're few. We are few.
Oh, so you're
And
lumping
we
yourself.
we are few.
so
And if you
so
get one like us, when you get us, you better hold on like it's
so
the most precious thing in your life
so you
and
lumping
treat it
yourself.
accordingly.
You're lumping yourself into the few. What few is that? What category would that put you in?
everybody say, explain yourself. Because
Men,
women want a man. The problem is the men are acting like boys. That's the issue.
I'm talking
So
about men.
okay,
I'm in that. I'm a
okay.
man.
What does that mean? What you being a man? What does that mean?
I know my role. I know my position. And I'll do what I have to do in that position. I just need somebody to support me in it and keep my peace intact. I don't need to come home to mess. I don't need to be getting in arguments. I don't need, no, no. Have my food ready, give me a massage, get my bath ready. That's what I need. That's what I need.
Okay,
Hey,
wait,
you know what I'll give you? I'm gonna tell you some examples of what I give you. Hey, your car get washed, I get it washed. I take care of the yard. Bills are paid. You got money to buy food. Even if you got money in your pocket, if you want to, that'll help. You pay for it sometimes or whatever. But you don't have to worry about the lights being turned off, your protection. It there to support you. We're not young. Our health is going to be deteriorating. I'm going to be there to hold you up. And I need you there to hold me up.
hmm.
That's what a man would do. And that's what our role is. But you want to be that and have that position, but it's not designed for you. It's
Jay,
designed for the man.
I have to say what you just said. That is a man. The problem is this 50-50 stuff. I work, he work. We split this, we split that. You are not going to hear a lot of men just say what you just said. You're not.
Oh, it's 50-50 now?
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, that
They're
has
not
come
going to
about.
say what you just said. You handle the bills, you'll do this, you'll do that. Most men, I don't care if they 20 or 60, they are not going to say that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. And men like myself are telling younger people to kind of walk that way because women don't want to relinquish their role. They don't want to step in their role. They want to be equal across the board. So let's make it equal across the board. You pay half, I pay half. If that's how you want to roll, do it across the board. You can't pick and choose which ones you want to do 50-50 and what you don't.
Mhm.
So that
Men and
that's
women
why
are not. Men and women are not equal.
they're not.
Men and women are not equal. So I just want to say that again so you'll understand. So when it comes to the 50-50,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure. That may work in some relationships, but not all. But even if you both split the bills down the middle, it is the man's responsibility to hold the house down when she can't provide her 50%. That's what true men do.
Mm.
Okay. So are we going to have a true woman when things go bad, if something happens and he can't do it? Is she going to step up and take care of it?
Yeah, I'm sure she will,
Or is she going to wait
but
when he
still,
gets there, leave
that's
him
the
hanging,
man's
leave him hanging?
responsibility. It's still the man's
Things happen.
responsibility.
You get in an accident.
Things
You
do
get in an
happen,
accident.
but it's
Right.
still your responsibility as the man.
And then I think if the man is doing this and something happens, I don't think she would have a problem pitching in.
Absolutely not.
A lot of women leave men when they're down,
Oh, well,
don't they?
I,
Y'all don't see it. Y'all never seen that.
I can't say that that happened. I can't, I don't know anybody, nobody I know has that happened to.
So when a man's up on top of his game, most women just leave him right there. Or when he falls, that's when they leave.
The young people, yeah, maybe they do.
Oh, old
Maybe
people.
they do, but I just haven't seen that. I don't know anybody that that's happened to. I don't.
Well, that's a good
I
thing.
I've seen where the man is on top of his game and he leaves the woman. I've seen that.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Now he's looking to trade her in
I've seen
for
that.
the bigger, better deal.
Yeah.
See. The thing is, that does happen.
Yeah.
And see, I embrace what happens. See, women don't want to, say when it's them,
But
what the norm is about them. But yeah, men do it. Some men do, but that's just not the norm because of the system that is in place. That man is pretty much going to lose a portion of his resources, a significant portion of his resources, with a move like that.
you know somebody that that's happened to where the man was up and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
he was down and then
yeah.
the woman left because of that?
Left him,
See,
left him.
I don't know anybody that that's happened to.
High and dry, high
I'm
and dry.
so sorry. That's all I can
But
say.
yeah. It just it happens because. But the thing is, I'm not in someone's home, but you just when if you're not working together, if you're not in your role, you're there for a purpose of lifestyle only. Then if you don't have that lifestyle anymore, what else? It just depends on the foundation. If you don't have that lifestyle anymore, you're going to leave. If that person can't provide you that lifestyle, they're going to leave. That's when people marry for money. If that person does not bring that money in the way it used to, and it's going to change the life that she wanted, she's going to leave. She's going to have, and his piece is definitely gone. Because the only thing you're going to hear about complaints, we don't have this, why you this, you need to do this. It's the whole gamut. So, yes, women leave men when they're down.
Wow. I, I just don't know.
If that's their own, especially if that's their only foundation, is what that man can do for them. Financial or physically. Shoot, we had a podcast about it. And the man ain't performing, but what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna go.
That is not what we. That
Y'all
is
gonna
not
run.
what we. That is not what we said. You need to look at that one again. That is not what we said.
That's what I kind of surmised from the
No,
podcast. That y'all was, so
no,
what did y'all say?
that is not what we said.
So if the man can't perform, what y'all gonna do?
What if the woman can't perform? We didn't say that. That's a conversation, and you all might have to do some things different. We didn't say we was gonna leave.
Okay. Okay.
No, because nothing like
X ain't
nothing.
saying nothing. X told you, you ain't about that.
Well,
I'm
maybe
leaving.
she'll leave,
No,
but
no, I never said no such thing.
we did not.
I'm tired of you putting words in my
Hey,
mouth.
We did not
saying
say
nothing
that.
says something too.
No, no, it doesn't.
We did not
Yes,
say
it
that.
No, it does not. It says it to you, but
No,
it may not say it to most people.
we didn't say that. We did not
Don't
say
put
that.
words in my
I
mouth.
surmised that. That's what y'all
Oh,
were
of
saying.
course, you're
Okay.
always surmising. You're
But, but
surmising.
but think about it. Really, let's really look at the big picture. A woman needs a man, and a man is better off with a good woman.
That's the first
And
time
vice
I've ever
versa.
heard you say that. That's the first time I've ever heard you say that.
But it's just so hard to find a good woman.
It's hard for us to find a good man.
Oh, there's a lot of good men out here.
No,
Well,
it's not.
No.
it's a
What do you
lot of
mean?
No,
males
it's
out
not.
here.
Well, all the people I know.
It's a lot of males out here, but it's not a lot of
Well,
men, real
what,
men.
what these places y'all be hanging out at?
No, you need, if you can't find a good woman,
Where
you need
these
to
guys?
think
Where y'all
about,
finding these guys
you need
from?
to think about where you are hanging out
Oh
at.
no, I said I know. Hey, I know a lot
Yeah,
of good men.
yeah.
They probably already married. Or either they
Well,
married
so, most
or
of them,
they
yes,
married.
yes,
Right. Yeah,
yes,
they are.
yes.
Yeah, they already got somebody. We talking
And
about.
there's a group of us like myself.
Mhm.
It's just hard to find a good woman.
So where are you looking at to find a good woman?
Well, it's hard. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking
So how you expect?
because
Oh,
because you know why I'm not looking. See, a good man. See, that's one thing about a man. A man don't have to look. A
Mm-hmm.
man don't have to look. A woman should be looking. A man don't have to look. His aura, his aura attracts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, okay. You telling me a good man who got his stuff together got to run down women? Really?
No, but you're saying
All right.
we're not saying that. But if you saying that you are a good man and you have this aura, well, the
Mm-hmm.
aura not gonna come knock at your door.
Well, I mean, listen, and that's another thing.
So,
Women don't approach men, right? But if you want that good man, that women have made it so bad. It's so bad out here to even say hi to a woman. A man of my stature
Oh my
will
God.
not
Oh,
will
hell
not
no.
say
my stature.
will not I wouldn't even leave myself open to be embarrassed. I'm kidding, but what I'm saying, but shoot, real men are not going to leave themselves open to be embarrassed by any woman or anybody, let alone. So for a man to say, "Oh, I want to talk to you," and then get blow off like that, nah, no guy's gonna, no real man's gonna do that. So women gonna have to step together. If you know your need, but you hold on. If you can get on that phone, look through those apps, and find somebody in prison, you can walk up to a man in the street who don't have a record and who's a real man and say, "Hey, I think you're very attractive. I think you got it going on."
But you might not think she
But
attractive.
you rather call somebody to police. You'd rather go down to the prison and between a glass and a phone and talk to some guy who could kill you on sight
But Jay,
But you want a man to come to you?
but it's
Come
the
on,
same thing. It's the same thing. If I'm
come
out
on,
somewhere and I see you and I come to
come
you
up,
and I wait a
pull
minute,
up.
and I come to you and the attraction is not there as far as you concerned, well, you didn't just embarrass me.
No, no, men don't tend to do that. Men don't tend to embarrass. They'll appreciate it. They'll say thank you, but I got a girlfriend or something. Women embarrass men. Women, women is almost like purposely embarrass men when
Girls,
they reach out
no,
and try to talk to them. They
girls,
either ignore them or whatever.
girls embarrass men,
Okay,
not
that's
women. I keep telling you, there is a difference. Girls
So,
embarrass men, women don't.
so Jay, based on what you said, this is definitely going to be a
kicking that
first.
knowledge to you.
That
Go, go ahead, Ed. Go ahead, Ed. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
this
to cut you
this is going to be a first.
off. Mm-hmm.
I would tend to agree with you that with
Oh, it's shaking. Everything's shaking. It's like an earthquake. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish. Uh,
see what I get for
no,
agreeing
no.
with
I'm saying the earth started shaking over here when
Mhm.
you said that.
yes, I agree with you.
Mhm.
I've seen it more times than not that females tend to embarrass a man more so than a man will embarrass a woman if he's not interested.
Mhm. And
You
I
can pay me after the podcast is over.
Yeah, no. And that has to stop. I mean, because if you allow yourself, just be kind, just be courteous. You might not be interested, but just be courteous, and then more men will start doing it and not put themselves at risk.
sure.
But as long as it's going the way it's going, very few men are going to approach women.
Well, let
Oh,
me
less and less men are going to approach women.
let me say this much.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was approached
Mm-hmm.
by my ex,
Mm-hmm.
he did a Billy D move out of a movie. And I thought it was so nice of him. I guess he was trying to be all nostalgic and everything, but who knows? So when he approached me, I turned my back on him.
Why
But
would you do that?
because if I'm worth it, he'll come after me. It's sort of kind of like that
Oh,
video.
somebody don't know
Hold
you,
on,
know your
hold
worth.
on, hold on. Because he liked what he saw.
Well, he didn't already came. Oh shit, I'm out.
Go ahead. I don't want to hear this because the guys need to know
Listen,
because these women
listen,
got this.
listen, listen. He approached me, right? I understood that he was interested, right?
Mhm.
So then I turned around, not so much turned my back, I turned away from him to talk to a female friend that was there with me.
Mhm.
And I'm saying, I put my finger up to him to say, give me a second while I spoke to my girlfriend. So
Okay.
when I turned back around, he was still there waiting patiently.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that made me desire him even more because he was patient. Now, a silly brother would have walked off
Mhm.
and said, I don't
Well,
have time for this.
I would have knocked that guy from walking off
Wow.
because because
No, I
because
put my finger up and I said, give me a second.
And you said it in a nice way.
you said
I
it a
just,
nice way.
You
I
said
just put,
Well,
I,
maybe you said it with like were you in a conversation?
I was sitting there with friends and
But
then
were
he
you in a
approached me.
conversation when he
Oh,
approached you?
hold on, baby. I was sitting there and I was with friends and he approached me and you know how a man extend their hand as though they were wanting to dance with you?
mhm.
And so when he extended his hand, I looked at him and I put my finger up and I said to say I didn't verbally say it, but I put my finger up as if to indicate just a second. Then I turned and talked to my girlfriend that was there. And then I asked her, is he still there? She said yes. Then I turned back around and I said, now I love your persistence. And then I danced with him.
Okay.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if he interrupted your conversation, I can see you doing that. But you were very lucky that he didn't just walk away.
I was lucky. No, I think he was the lucky one. But,
No, no,
but, but,
that you could have missed the one by doing that. Or and
let me
hey,
tell you something.
your lady's not getting any younger.
Let me tell you
Y'all
something.
can't afford to miss anything.
OMG. Let
What?
me tell you something. I'm no.
I'm taking the gloves off today. I'm taking the gloves off because I've been playing around too long with you.
I'm no
Your
easy.
lady's got to buckle down, get
I'm
serious about
not.
life,
No,
and
no, no, no,
get
no,
you a good
no,
man.
no, no,
And
no.
when you get him, you hold on to him.
He gonna work for this.
And
Okay.
men will work for what they want. They don't want no easy prey. Because if she
What
easy
kind of
with
work?
him,
What kind of work he got to put in?
then she easy with somebody else.
What
So
kind of work he need to put in?
whatever it takes. I don't know what
No,
somebody
you're
man.
the one saying the work. What kind of work? What kind of work does man need to put in to have a woman over 50?
He has to show some. He has to show what it is that she likes. He has to be consistent. He has to be generous. Whatever it is that she likes, that's going to draw them together. You just don't accept anything. Every man is not for every woman. And
So
a
this man is
man, a man,
supposed to do everything that pleases a woman.
no, you